They say never follow strangers into caves. But what if the cave opens into the sea, is carved into a white limestone cliff, and Monet himself once painted its entrance like it was a portal to Narnia? Welcome to Etretat, the French coastal village where cliffs look like cathedral spires, sunsets are suspiciously cinematic, and everything feels just a little too magical to be entirely real. This isn't a movie set, but it might as well be, because behind that postcard-perfect scenery, there's a story of secrets, shipwrecks, missing treasure, and cliffs that locals swear whisper back when the tide rolls in. Oh, and don't blink. You're about to see the natural arch that inspired Impressionist masterpieces, a ghostly needle rock stabbed into the sea like a warning, and a beach that literally vanishes if you don't time it right. Stick around. This tiny town's got plot twists. Étretat isn't big. In fact, you can walk from one end to the other in less time than it takes to butter a croissant properly. But what it lacks in size, it hoards in drama. Looming over the town are the falaises, those iconic white chalk cliffs, sculpted by wind, waves, and what we can only assume was a French god with a flair for the theatrical. The star of the show? Legway, the needle rock formation stabbing 70 meters straight out of the sea. Legend says it hides the treasure of Arsène Lupin, France's answer to Sherlock Holmes, if Sherlock Holmes were a gentleman thief with style. Whether or not the gold is real, the views absolutely are. Want to feel like you've wandered into a dream sequence from a European art film? Climb to the Chapelle Notre-Dame de la Guiade. Perched high above the coast, it's the perfect vantage point to watch the sun bleed into the sea, and to question every major life choice that hasn't brought you here sooner. But Etretat isn't just cliffs and painter-approved lighting. This place has layers. Down by the Pebble Beach, you'll find hidden sea caves only accessible at low tide. Walk too slow and poof, nature closes the door behind you. Yes, this is both romantic and mildly life-threatening. Welcome to France. And if you follow the clifftop path westward, past sheep that look suspiciously like extras from a Wes Anderson movie, you'll hit Porte d'Aval, a massive natural arch that looks like an elephant dipping its trunk into the channel. Stand there long enough and you'll hear waves echo through the limestone like whispers from the past. Or just the wind. Hard to say. Now, about the village itself. Imagine a place where every bakery smells like it's trying to seduce you, and every restaurant could pass for a film set. Streets are lined with timbered houses, all stubbornly resisting the modern world. No flashing neon signs, no ugly chain stores. Just cafes, creperies, and the occasional Norman grandma giving you the side-eye for not ordering cider. For the food curious, grab a table at La Flottille, a cozy spot serving up wood-fired Norman classics and fresh seafood. Warm, local, and way better than a soggy sandwich on the beach. And if you're still wondering how a village this tiny draws the kind of crowds that usually follow movie stars or natural disasters, thank the artists. Monet painted here. Maupassant wrote here. Even Queen Marie Antoinette was rumored to have strolled these cliffs before. Well, you know, not every fairy tale ends in a tiara. Today, Étretat is no longer a secret, but it still feels like one. Especially if you catch it off-season, when the fog drifts in like it's auditioning for a gothic novel and the cliffs look almost haunted in the best possible way. If you're curious about the quietest French island, check out our video. Is this the quiet French island your next travel obsession? Linked right here. It's low-key, laid back, and just might ruin crowded beaches for you forever. Now, for the wild payoff. Remember those caves we mentioned earlier? There's one, carved deep into the cliffs that you can actually walk through, if you know when. Locals call it La Manneporte, and it's like nature's own secret hallway. The moment you step inside, the roar of the waves fades, and for just a few seconds, it's like time presses pause. Then you emerge on the other side, blinking in the sea spray, and realize why poets lose their minds here. This isn't just a town, it's a place that happens to you. Etretat doesn't ask you to fall in love with it. It just kind of stands there, dramatic as ever, waiting for your jaw to drop. And it will.